Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're giving you a tour of Black River. Now on the left is the bridge over the Black River, one of the three main entrance points into Black River. Now we need to ask a very serious question. And guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Should this town be rebuilt at this current location? Now look at the Caribbean Sea. Black River is literally built on the sea. Now the town is totally devastated from the Hurricane Melissa. The storm surge, the winds, the old buildings, equal devastation. So we're asking the question, should the town be rebuilt at this current location? Now the hospital, built on the coast, destroyed. The tax office, courthouse, all built on the coast, destroyed. So we're going to go through an article that discusses this. But guys, let us know what you think. Should the town be built further inland, away from the coast? Because look at the sea and look at the buildings. And these hurricanes seem to be getting more powerful, because the hurricane that hit Jamaica was one of the most powerful hurricanes ever, the third most powerful, and it came directly towards Black River, coastal town. Now, when Black River was built, it was hundreds of years ago, and everything was done via the sea. There were no planes, no other ways of transportation. So you found that the coastal towns grew quickly, became the capital. That's actually the police station. We're looking at that big building at the top of the screen. Luckily, it's intact and it had a slab roof. So back then, everything was built by the coast because coastal towns were very popular. As we said, it was via ship, everything was transported. Now, actually that's the Black River market we're looking at, completely destroyed. Now things are different, and as this town gets ready to rebuild, the government needs to ask a very serious question. Do they rebuild the town here, or do they set up an urban center, put all the government entities there and build it more inland, away from the coast, so that when natural disasters like this happen, those structures are intact and the response can be much quicker. Now, one of the things that saved Black River, actually before we do that, Black River has three main entrances. The bridge that we're looking at is one, built over the Black River, right by the coast. Luckily, the bridge was not damaged. The second one is via Hodges. That's where you have the hospital along the coast. That road is destroyed. Literally, half of it is washed away. So those two entrances are vulnerable. The third entrance is more inland and it's open. So we're going to go through an article, and guys, let us know what you think about one, rebuild it here or move it more inland to a new location. Black River, the historic capital of St. Elizabeth, stands as one of Jamaica's oldest towns, rich in heritage, culture, and commerce. However, its geographic positioning at the mouth of the Black River has always been a blessing and a vulnerability. In recent years, and especially during the devastating impacts associated with Hurricane Melissa and other severe weather events, the question has become urgent. Should Black River continue to be maintained and redeveloped at its current coastal and low-lying location, or should parts of the town be re-envisioned or relocated to reduce climate and flood risk? The answer lies in balancing heritage, preservation, economic realities, climate science, and adaptive urban planning. Black River's historic waterfront and river port once made it one of Jamaica's wealthiest towns, integral to trade, agriculture, and coastal transportation. Today, those same geographic features increase exposure to storm surge, riverside flooding, and coastal erosion. Hurricanes in the modern era are becoming more intense, due to warming sea surface temperatures and storm surge levels are rising along sea level. During Hurricane Melissa, the town experienced severe inundation and road washouts, displacement of residents, and damage to homes, business districts, and public infrastructure. The vulnerability is structural. Many parts of Black River rest barely above sea level, with marshland and river delta soils offering little natural protection against storm surges. Keeping Black River exactly where it is without adaptation would almost certainly guarantee recurrent damage and rising recovery costs. However, abandoning the town entirely is neither realistic nor culturally acceptable. Black River contains heritage architecture, public institutions, commercial hubs, fishing livelihoods, and the identity of its people. Relocation would not only be costly but risk erasing the living memory of a community that formed the heart of the parish for over 3 centuries. The most balanced solution lies in strategic rebuilding and adaptive redesign rather than total relocation. This approach will include elevating critical buildings, redesigning the town's drainage network, constructing natural flood barriers such as mangrove restoration, and integrating raised seawalls where appropriate. Selected areas most prone to flooding, particularly low-lying residential sections, could be gradually transitioned into green buffer zones, wetland restoration areas, or ecotourism parks that can safely flood without catastrophic damage. New housing and commercial growth could be guided inland towards higher ground, helping shift the center of future development while preserving the historic core. Additionally, the investment of disaster-resilient construction standards must be mandatory, not optional. Roof tie-down systems, elevated foundations, hurricane-resistant windows, and improved riverbank stabilization would drastically reduce damage in future storms. Public education and emergency planning need expansion as well, ensuring that residents know evacuation routes, safe zones, and how to safeguard property. In conclusion, Black River should not be abandoned, but it cannot remain unchanged. The town must evolve to meet the realities of modern climate threats. Through a combination of heritage-sensitive preservation, resilient construction, rezoning of the most vulnerable areas, and strategic expansion inland, Black River can remain the cultural and administrative heart of St. Elizabeth while ensuring the safety and sustainability of its future. Alright guys, that's the end of the update article. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.